The story that you tell yourself most consistently is on autopilot, and you are experiencing a reality that is equal to the dominant stories in your life. Now, for a long time in my life, I felt stuck because of the stories I had that were limiting me. In a weird way, those stories also felt familiar. I look at the 9 to 5 job that I had. I told myself a story. This is all that I'm worthy of. I have to suck up to management to get what my schedule that I want. This is all that I'm capable of in my life. Even though I felt deep down there's something much deeper inside of me that wanted to come forward. And in a similar way, there were subconscious stories that came from my childhood of having the ex-stepmom that was controlling my life. So I would always have women in my life that were trying to control me. Interesting. The dominant stories or beliefs, you could say, another word for stories is beliefs, the dominant beliefs you have about who you are on autopilot, and we experience a reality that is equal to that story, to that belief. And until we become aware of the stories, and until we become aware of how we can process the past emotion from that story, those stories stay on autopilot. Those stories stay on lock. And that's when people feel stuck in their current reality. So whether it's you feel stuck in similar emotion or similar relationships, maybe you're in relationships in your life, whether it's friendships or romantic partnerships even, and maybe you're not even aware of it, but you're attracting the same person over and over again. It's because there's a dominant story there. There's a dominant belief there. And for a long time, I also had this dominant belief around my health, that I had ADHD and there's something wrong with me. And I lived in alignment with that. I experienced a reality that is equal to that reality where people told me there was something wrong with me. I felt like I couldn't focus. And once I began questioning that story, questioning that belief, that's when I began to become free. So your dominant stories are controlling your life, and the way that you become free is by becoming aware of them, processing the emotion of the past, and then a completely new reality is reflected back to you. Now, one thing that starts in 2 days from now is the 7-day Emotional Freedom Challenge. It's 7 days of transforming your life from the inside out, where we look at the deep-rooted subconscious beliefs. We look at the core wounds we may have from childhood that we're replaying in our life. We feel it and heal it so that we can upgrade our vibration to a completely new level, which results in a completely new reflection on the outside. So if you want to let go of your past, if you want to become emotionally free, if you want to raise your dominant vibration, if you want to stop feeling stuck, then join the Emotional Freedom Challenge. It starts in 2 days from now, and there's going to be breath work in it, somatic release practices, basically everything that's completely transformed my life over the last 3 to 5 years. The most powerful parts of it that I've learned, some of which, by the way, I had a coach that I was paying $1,500 a month for, a shadow work coach. One of the techniques in there I share on day 4 on the frame technique of exactly how to do it, plus somatic release breath work, one of the most powerful healing modalities for feeling like a completely new version of yourself. So if you want to join the 7-day transformation process, then click the link below. Now, I will say this isn't for everybody. This is not passively watching YouTube videos. This is for people that want to transform themselves by connecting to group energy and to actually have accountability in a group with things that you do to transform your life. And the homework, there's homework every day that you do where you post in the group. And thousands of people in the group, we hold each other accountable. And it becomes a very powerful process. Also, we tap into group intention of all of us focused on that outcome of emotional freedom, of raising our vibration. And they're very powerful. We've done many challenges before, and this is another one of them. Over 20,000 people have been through them. If you want to see some of the testimonials, click the link below. Check it out. We start in 2 days, so now's the time to join if you haven't already. And this is pretty much a 7-day live sessions every single day. It's a very thorough, powerful process. I think sometimes people think they see how cheap it is for a 7-day live event, and then they think it's bullshit or something. It's not. It's very powerful. I just like the more people that can join, the more powerful the energy is, and that's why it's only $67. So if you haven't joined yet, click the link below, join the 7-day challenge. Other than that, become aware of the subconscious stories that you're telling yourself. Whatever your dominant stories are what you're experiencing a reflection of in reality. And as you change and become aware of those stories, process the emotion from the past, you become free to a completely new level. So, as always, hope you have a great day. Peace.